Mr. Raid were career-ending tapes of recordings of celebrities and electronic devices with incriminating data on it were discovered in Diddy's homes in both LA and Miami by Homeland Security agents. Feds are also looking into a slew of shootings that have been directly linked to Diddy.
Damn.
Now the crazy thing is a lot of those were swept under the rug, but just a simple Google search will verify all of my claims of his crimes. Now these are the Diddy shootings. Now make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and watch this whole entire video so that you don't miss nothing. Now Diddy has a bunch of bodies under his belt and a few survivors. Now let's talk about first the most recent shooting that occurred in a Los Angeles recording studio.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. I didn't even know this nigga get down like that. Now that's crazy. What?
Involving his son Justin, the devil's offspring. Now the music producer Lil Rod, who was suing Diddy, is doubling down on some daunting allegations that Diddy and his son were involved in a shooting at a Los Angeles recording studio back in 2022, as well as, of course, the allegations of harassment that's been all over the internet. Now Diddy was sued on February 26 by Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a producer on his most recent album, who alleged Combs sexually harassed, drugged, and threatened him while he traveled and lived with Combs from September 2000.
Bro, this nigga Diddy just been in some shit, chat. Like, this nigga just been in some shit. Like, what the fuck? Rodney Jones, also known for Lil Rod, allegedly. Like, bro, who is Lil Rod? I don't even know who that is.
2022 to November 2023. In the initial complaint filed in U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York, Lil Rod also detailed a shooting at a writers and producers camp at Chalice Recording Studio in Los Angeles on September 12, 2022. In addition to that, he also alleges that Diddy's son, Justin, and Justin's friend, identified in the court documents as G, was also there. Now the lawsuit alleges that Combs is part of a RICO enterprise and that he and others are involved in an ex-trafficking venture. Now RICO enterprise is one in which people or groups act together to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, which is meant to target organized crime. Now the complaint is the latest legal trouble for Diddy, who has been hit with a number of recent lawsuits, including multiple allegations of assault. Now the complaint filed by Lil Rod accounts that he heard multiple gunshots after a heated conversation in a nearby bathroom at the recording studio. When the bathroom door opened, Diddy and his son walked out and Lil Rod found G lying on the restroom floor in a fetal position, holding his stomach and bleeding out his leg hip area, the lawsuit said.
Damn.
Lil Rod said he helped the victim up and took him to the front of the
Diddy own son? Nigga walked out, bro.
studio where an ambulance was waiting out front for him. So far, the Los Angeles Fire Department has not responded to multiple requests for more information regarding the shooting. Now get this. Lil Rod also alleges in the suit that Diddy instructed him to lie to the police and tell them that Diddy or his son had nothing to do with the shooting and that it had occurred while G was outside the studio by a drive-by assailant.
What?
Now Lil Rod is standing by his accounts and maintained that G was not shot outside Chalice, but actually inside the bathroom. Now Chalice Recording Studio is also staying mute on the shooting, as they were possibly potentially paid off by Diddy, and they are not cooperating with releasing any surveillance tapes. Now reportedly, the studio was contacted by NBC News and they issued a questionable comment. Chalice Recording Studio is alleged to have sent an unnamed person stating the shooting occurred a half a block away from Chalice and it was the result of a robbery. They also said there are police reports corroborating this, and to please wait for facts to come out before you start contributing to the defamation of our organization. Now Chalice also said when LAPD arrived on the scene, it was immediately determined conclusively that the shooting took place some distance from the studio.
What the fuck, chat?
Now, more information in the complaint also states, citing a media report that claimed G went to the studio after he was shot. But Little Rod's original suit indicates police were inside Chalice and witnessed the blood in the bathroom, but still went along with the bogus claim that the shooting took place outside of the studio. Now that definitely sounds corrupt. Now, included in the original filing are screenshots reportedly showing the aftermath of the restroom where G was shot by either Diddy or Justin Combs. Now, Little Rod.
Oh, so it was a nigga named G. Basically got, bro. This nigga Diddy wild, bro. What type of nigga this nigga think, bro?
Also claims that he has the clothing he wore the day of the shooting, which he says could have the potential DNA of the shooting victim. Now, the filing says Diddy and his son Justin were not at the studio when the police had arrived, and it alleges that Diddy and his son hid out and laid low in another studio while police investigated, and that they were the first ones to leave after the officers departed. Representatives for Justin Combs on February 27th, of course, denied the allegations filed in the complaint, which they call absurd and lies, and said there will be legal consequences for all defamatory statements made about the Combs family. Now that's just like a lawyer to call everything their client did as lies. Now let's travel back to 1999 when Diddy shot a woman in a nightclub. On December 27, 1999, Sean Puffy Combs and then girlfriend Jennifer Lopez had been celebrating a soon-to-be released album by Shine, aka Jamal Borough, the rap mogul's 21-year-old protege, at Midtown's Club, New York. They were leaving when Combs, carrying a bottle of champagne, accidentally jostled one of the club patrons, knocking a drink out of his hand. The man, Matthew Allen, a street dude known as Scar, responded with a shove. Things escalated. One of Allen's companions allegedly threw a stack of money in Combs' face, and shots were fired, leaving three people injured. Combs and Lopez were arrested, fleeing the scene in a Lincoln Navigator with a gun in the trunk. J-Lo was quickly absolved, and although witnesses said they'd seen Combs with the weapon, and his driver testified that his boss had bribed him to claim ownership, his legal team, including Johnny Cochran, created enough doubt that Combs was acquitted too. He says, "I don't know if you know this, Judge, but this person, Jennifer Lopez, is a very famous actress," one lawyer pointed out. To think Mr. Combs is walking around with her with a loaded gun is so ridiculous that it stretches the imagination. Now, in the end, it was Shine who served almost 9 years for assault, gun possession, and reckless endangerment, though he did so angrily, claiming Combs had sold him out to save his own skin. After his acquittal, Combs changed his nickname to P. Diddy in hopes of putting the past behind him. In suspected retribution, Allen was shot to death at Footlights, a Brooklyn nightclub, and Shine, who embraced Judaism in prison, renamed himself Moses Michael Levy, squashed his beef with Diddy for taking the fall at Paris Fashion Week, where they attended the Kenzo and Givenchy shows together. Now recently, one of the victims of the shooting came out and named Diddy as the actual trigger man.
Hey, how you doing? So, here today about this latest lawsuit with the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever you want to call him, lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Little Rod.
That shit crazy, chat. She was the one that got shot in the face.
So basically, his last two lawsuits, or last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his guns into nightclubs and wherever they went. And he threatened her to make her feel like she had to do so. And while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me. And I'm going to tell you why. In this lawsuit with the producer Little Rod, they were both SA'd by him and threatened and physically harmed. But in this lawsuit, He appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of threatening him, Puffy said, that's why I shot up the club in New York.
Today, I got a real doozy for you. We're going to go over one of the ways that Descript is completely
Back in 1999 and let Shine take the fall for it. Let me tell you why that's of utmost importance to me. Because I am the woman who he shot in the face in that 1999, December 27th, 1999, Club New York shooting.
That nigga Shine did 9 years, bro, over this nigga Puff.
I have told everyone ad nauseum since then, even the surgeon who did the surgery to take the bullet. I got shot in my face with a 9mm hollow point bullet called a cop killer. I literally have told everyone and never changed what I said. I watched him. I got pow-powed in the face. I watched him fire the gun. I've said it all this time. Even the surgeon who did my surgery to take out part of the bullet fragments that was aspirating into my lungs and try to remove as many bullet fragments as possible testified in the criminal trial that while they were putting me under, I was screaming, Puffy, pew pew me in the face. He testified in the criminal trial. It is in the record. They all knew he did it. Everybody knew he did it. But he paid off the club bouncer named Sharice and all these other people and the club owners with their video to hide the video. That's his MO. I told everybody that. This man almost took my life, has traumatized my life, has caused undue harm, irreparable damage to my life, lied his behind off. I've had all these youngins on the internet harassing me, swearing that I'm making it up that he did it. And look what he did to Little Rod. He threatened him. Oh, you don't think I bust my gun? I shot up the club in Club New York and let Shine take the fall for it. I shot them people. Well. It only took 24 whole years for it to come out. You see this tattoo? This commemorates me getting shot. It took 24 years for him to come out and say it. I've been saying it all along, but y'all pick and choose who y'all want to believe. Oh, baby.
He came out and said it? What the fuck? And that's crazy, chat. Like, this nigga shot her in the face. Was just shooting up people in the club. You see? That's some shit I just don't understand, bro. Motherfuckers, bro, they got money, bro. Think they untouchable. It's crazy.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Not only did he pew me in the face, he also set off a course of harassment against me for the past 24 years. When I tell you the things I went through, there was a time in 2017 and 2018 where I got 7 flats on my BMW. 7, the same tire, in a 2-year span. 7 on the same tire, and they were all new. Every time it happened, I had to get a new tire. I have the pictures to prove it. Harassing me. You want to know why? Because prior to Cassie, I was the only person to be victimized by him and then to successfully sue him and get paid. And he had to pay me out of his pocket. He has never gotten over that. Oh, baby. You see this RICO charge that's about to come? This conspiring and pew-pewing up the club and ruining or attempting to ruin my life? As God is my witness, I will not stop until you suffer every single iota of punishment until I have every second of recompense that you took from me. For every tear that I had to cry or my children had to cry, I am going to get $1 million back from you. I will not stop until you pay the price for what you did to my life. And for all you people out there on the internet and in cyberspace and in the far reaches of my life or the perimeters or wherever who always like, oh, she just saying that to get some. Hell, what you got to say now? What you got to say now? I had some youngins on the internet that ain't even old enough, that weren't even alive when it happened, arguing me down, cussing me out, calling me everything but a child of God. Go check Instagram. It's there. Harassing my life. Harassing me. Oh, you lying. He ain't do that to you. You just want clout. You just chasing clout. What is that to chase clout about? How is that clout chase worthy? It doesn't even make sense. Well, I guess it would make sense in this new generation. But you better believe I will have my say. I will have my say. Hashtag having my say. Hashtag the dopest nerd ever. Hashtag Eb Talks.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. That was the longest fucking video she made as an announcement. Like, damn. But at the same time, all I'm gonna say is, chat, I salute her because it's a lot of people that probably stand up to that nigga Diddy. And so sad, it's some artists out there that was part of his shit that died. I feel like personally that nigga did it. Like a lot of these niggas stood up to this nigga, and this nigga, you know what, wanted to be on some mafia cartel shit. Who knows, chat? You know, everybody try to depict something they watch or see. It ain't just some, it's everybody. I don't give a fuck if they rich or not. Wherever movie, wherever thing that's inspiring to them, it will inspire them to do that in some way, some type of traits. Not gonna 100% inspire them to do it, but in some type of way and trait, they gonna have some type of shit towards whatever they enjoy or like. I'm just saying.
Y'all ain't seen or heard nothing yet.
Now, just a small percentage of Diddy's victims. Now, make sure y'all drop in the comments, man, who y'all want me to cover next, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot more people out there. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the videos. Share these videos, and I'm going to peep y'all on the
Chat. That nigga been getting off, bro. That nigga is crazy, chat. He gotta chill. That nigga crazy as hell. That nigga been a shooter since 1999. It's crazy, chat. I swear to God. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Like, what? But she gave a long ass video. But at the same time, it's crazy what she went through. Because getting shot in the face with a hollow and she survived is a blessing. It's just also, just like what she said, traumatizing. That's just crazy.